fancy here. For the Alpine stitch blanket, I used a 4-weight yarn, and the pattern is a 4-row repeat with a multiple of 2 stitches. And the border I finished my blanket with is just front post double crochet and back post double crochet, and I just went for 2 rows on each side. I just did the sides first. I crocheted the sides just this way, and then I crocheted the top and the bottom without turning the corner. For our foundation chain, we will start with a slip knot. So start with a slip knot, insert your hook, and crochet that first foundation chain loosely or skip to a larger hook like 6 or 6.5, and do the length you would like your blanket to be. In the description box I will leave all the dimensions and sizes that you can work with. Make sure just your chain is a multiple of 2s, or you can chain as long as you need to and few extra chains, and then when you establish your first row, you can just end up here or wherever you want to end up with and unravel the last few stitches. So for the demonstration here, I'll chain a shorter chain, but I did make a baby blanket for my sample. So for our foundation row, we will skip the first 2 chains from the hook. So into the 3rd chain from the hook, we'll start doing double crochets till the end of the row. This will be the foundation row, just like that. So I decided to stop here. Now we'll start the first row of the repeat, which starts with crochet 1, and this is our turning chain. And going into each stitch, we'll do single crochets. Yarn over and pull through into each stitch. The first row of the repeat is single crochets all across the row, starting with the turning chain. And make sure you do not miss that last double crochet. That was our chain. Turn your work and chain 2. This we are starting the 2nd row of the repeat, and now we're gonna work into the front post of this next stitch. Insert your hook through the front post, and skipping that stitch on the back into the next stitch, we'll have a double crochet. And we keep repeating, working through the front post, so we are going through that stitch, the whole stitch here, and doing a double crochet, and then skipping that stitch that was supposed to be working on top, but we are not. Going into the next stitch, we'll do a double crochet here as well, and we'll keep alternating those 2 stitches all the way till the end of the row. When we reach the end of the row, we will do a half double crochet. And just pull through all the loops on your hook. And we are ready for the 3rd row of the repeat, which will be again a row of single crochets, which we will start with a turning chain. We will do single crochets all the way till the end of the row. Turn your work and chain 2. Now all those stitches that from the previous row were worked through the front post of the stitch, now they will get only a double crochet. So we're going to start with a double crochet stitch here after the chain 2, and then that stitch that was sitting between the 2 stitches that were from the front post, that one will get the front post worked stitch. So we'll work through the front, and then skipping that stitch that we just did into the next one, or on top of the stitch that was worked from the front post from the previous row, we'll do a double crochet only. And then again, we'll pull that next stitch through the front post. so it pops up, and then the next stitch will be just plain double crochet on top of the Alpine stitch, and we keep going, and that starts giving us that nice texture. So don't forget, at the last stitch we will do a half double crochet. So here it is. Do a turning chain, and then the next row we keep repeating the same thing. We'll do a row of single crochets all across, and then we'll keep repeating those 4 rows till the desired length of our blanket. And you can always add more colors, which add a lot of this interest to the pattern all along. And when it's time to do the border, all I did was I just went through the front post and through the back post of each stitch. So let's assume this is the end of our blanket. We are happy with the size. Then chain 2, and then we're going to work through the front post and then through the back post, and this is the edge of the blanket. We'll do again the front post and the back post. So for this sample I used 13 stitches only. I worked quickly through that. So once I reach the end, I chain 2 again, and now I'm gonna follow the same pattern. I'm just gonna keep those that I worked from the front. Now they'll be worked from the back, and this I'll work from the front so that ribbing still continues, and I will just follow whatever the stitches are telling me to do, so they still stay popping up on both sides, and those lines will continue growing like that. And you can do this as many rows as you want to as an edging. All right, so I hope this gave you a great idea for a very warm and puffy blanket. Please check the links in the description below for the yarn I used and the hooks, and watch the next blanket idea. Happy crocheting, and I'll catch you in the next one.